Alright guys, welcome back. Let's talk about the hot new game on the block, Apex Legends, the free-to-play Battle Royale game from Respawn Entertainment, the developers of Titanfall, the developers of COD 4, the developers of Modern Warfare 2. This game seems to be all the rage for the last couple of days, and I did get a chance to play it. You are looking at some gameplay here, but I gotta say right now, I gotta just come out and say this. I am absolutely appalled and offended that there are no trans, lesbian, gay, or bisexual legends in this game. I mean, where is the representation in video games now? I thought we were moving towards a more inclusive 2019 in the video game world, but Vince Zampella and Jason West have not come out and confirmed which characters were gay yet, so therefore we cannot be sure, and that to me is underrepresentation. I'm very triggered and offended by this. So that's all you really need to know, guys. It's a game for bigots, it's a game for non-inclusive people, and if you play it, you're a racist, bigoted, homophobe, cis white male piece of scum. Thanks for watching the video. Bye. All right. The bad jokes are over. Sorry, had to do it. Let's talk about the game for real now, dudes. So I spent about an hour and a half on the game the night it came out, and I gotta say, man, it's pretty good. It's a very polished game, way cleaner than a lot of these really bad Battle Royale games come out. A lot of the times, these developers throw together these BR games, and it's literally shit straight from a dog's asshole. But this one, you know, Respawn Entertainment, they are a AAA studio. It's actually very, it's pretty clean. I played it on PC. I did not play it on console, but on the PC, it looked and ran absolutely beautifully, and it has very smooth movement. I really like the movement. If you played Titanfall 2, you know that good, really smooth, kind of fluid, just that good Titanfall 2 movement. The sliding is ridiculous. You could slide so far in this game. It's very satisfying to do. You could slide all over the map, and it's a lot of fun. One thing I could tell right off the bat with this game is that there was a lot of effort put into it. Like when I see the details and the characters, or the legends as they call them in this game as you can use them, there's a lot of personality behind each. It's very much like Overwatch in the way that each legend has their own personalities and their own voice lines. Of course, they all have their own abilities too, and those come into play. It's a very squad-based type of game, but I don't know how important it really is to have certain people on your team yet. I haven't played the game that much to really know that yet, but I know that the abilities do come into play a lot during combat, and so far, I really like the Pathfinder guy. That's my favorite one. That's the guy with the grappling hook. I think that one's a ton of fun because I happen to think that advanced movement in Titanfall is pretty fun. I kind of wish that they put double jumping and wall running in this game, to be honest. Don't shoot me for saying that. I'm just keeping it real, man. But lots of effort, lots of care into this game. It seemed like Respawn really put a lot of heart and soul into this game, and it definitely shows. It's a clean game, it's polished, and it's very detailed in many departments. This isn't meant to be a full-blown review of the game or anything. I'm just kind of blurting out some thoughts, my initial thoughts. What are the big things that stay in my head? And one thing that comes to mind when I think about that is that this game solves a couple of different problems that are pretty annoying in these Battle Royale games. The first problem of those being teammates that don't follow fucking orders. There are few things that piss me off more than when you're playing Fortnite or you're playing Blackout and you end up with a random teammate and everybody marks the same spot and everybody goes to that same spot except for that one person. What they have in Apex is basically like a system where there's a leader that leads where you guys are parachuting to in the beginning of the round, and you can separate from that, but you do have to hold a button, so it just adds that extra step in to make it more annoying to do so. So for me, this is a really good thing, and I tend not to like to have to guide myself when dropping, so I love when somebody else is the skydiving leader and I could just look at my phone until we get to that drop, man. Take some responsibility off you. Another problem of Battle Royale that this game solves is that if you get prematurely killed, i.e. you get knocked down and somebody finishes you off and thirst kills you, which is so annoying, it happens in every single BR game, you can actually get revived. What has to happen is that your squad mates will have to pick up a card off of your body and bring it to the nearest respawn location, and you could spawn right back into the game, which is amazing. So if you die right off the rip, you don't have to wait around for those 20 minutes and wait for your teammates to either get shot in the back or win the game. You can get back into the game relatively quickly, and that's a really nice thing. I like that. So besides the legend abilities, those are two of the biggest innovations of this game. I think they're good. However, this game fails to solve the biggest problem that all Battle Royale games have, and that is a boring mid-game. You know, that's pretty much it. It's a Battle Royale game. You drop, you can hot drop it, you can have a crazy beginning of the match, get a couple kills, run around, loot, and oftentimes you will not see another squad until the end of the game or near the end of the game, which is, it's super annoying, and the mid-game always suffers in all of these games, and I really think that the first Battle Royale game to come around and truly solve this problem, like, that's gonna be a hit of a game right there, you know? And I don't know what the solution to that is. Like, do you make the map smaller? Do you make it so the zone is continuously closing instead of going in waves? I don't know. But some developer is going to come along one day and they're going to solve that problem. They're going to make it so you don't have to run around doing nothing for 15 to 20 minutes in the middle of the game. And that's going to be a good day when that finally happens. Unfortunately, this game fails to do that. But I gotta say, man, I was really impressed by this game. It's really, really good. It's high quality. It's AAA. It's Vince Sampella and Jason West. And they killed it, dude. They honestly did. I think that this game really does have the potential to hang up in the spotlight for some time. And that's tough. That's tough in this genre because so many of these games just come and go. And actually, before I even heard about this, I was thinking about doing a funny video about all the failed Battle Royale games that have come out in the last year, which we'll get to that. We'll wait and see how this game pans out. But I don't think that this game is going to fail. I think that people are pretty damn happy with it so far. But let me know if you guys would like to see that video, a video about all the failed BR games. I think that would be funny to make. But just some closing thoughts here. I like the game a lot. It's good. I'm going to play it here and there. I'm definitely not going to main it though. And I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to be dancing around that fact. You know, it's a fun game to just go to here and there, but I just don't see myself playing it very hardcore, if that makes sense. You know, you guys know the deal. I'm a Fortnite fanboy. I will admit it. I love Fortnite. I think Fortnite is amazing. I think Epic is the best developer in the game right now, but we will see how Respawn stacks up against them in the long run. My final thought that Apex makes me think, and it's not even about Respawn, it's not about Titanfall, it's about Battlefield. Battlefield 5 Firestorm is coming out in a couple of months, and I'm telling you, man, if that game does not become free to play, not the whole game, just the Firestorm game mode, if that doesn't become free to play, it's just simply gonna be dead on arrival. You know, Battlefield 5 is already pretty much a complete flop because EA and DICE made so many poor and questionable decisions during the marketing phase of the game. If that game is not free to play, man, it's just gonna be dead. There are way too many other options now to pick from for Battle Royale. Fortnite obviously is not going away anytime soon, and that is just fact, whether you like it or not. PUBG is still kicking. Obviously, it's not the powerhouse that it used to be, but it still has, you know, 700,000 to 1 million players on it every single day. Concurrently, by the way, we got H1Z1 free to play on the PS4. We have Blackout, which obviously there is a paywall in Blackout, but I think a lot of people are willing to pay for it because Blackout is pretty damn good. And there are tons of other countless Battle Royale games available free to play on Steam, on PC, Ring of Elysium being one of them. I checked that game out recently with some friends of mine, and it's actually pretty good, and it's got a pretty healthy player base. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So if EA is still going to charge for Battlefield 5 with all this other competition in the ring now, I just see the game getting completely buried. I see them getting laughed right out of the game, man. That's just how I feel about it. So that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on Apex Legends, guys. It's a pretty damn good game, and it's free, so why not just give it a shot? And if it's not your cup of tea, then oh well, you gave it a shot, right? So let me know down in the comments if you guys have tried it. What do you think about the game? Do you think that it can compete with Fortnite? I personally don't really think that it's going to do any threat to Fortnite. I think it has the potential to take away some Blackout players, or at least future potential Blackout players. That is, assuming that Blackout will not go free to play. Or do you think that this is just another typical Battle Royale game that nobody ever asked for and will be gone within a couple of weeks? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter, link is down below, and I'll see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye.